if we have enough time, right? First of all, let's just get the wording correct here. Because we're both speaking the same language, but everyone just keeps throwing the word offer and the word pitch differently. So just so I know, there's a few terms that we use in our language here. It's called the hook. The hook is when you throw out in your Facebook Messenger or your LinkedIn to get people to respond to you. So that's like 20 to 30 appointments. So that's not the pitch, that's not the offer. At least that's how I define it, you know what I mean? Everyone just using that word sort of interchangeably, so we just want to get like a few terms on the same page, right? For me, the offer is the pitch at the end, where the offer is actually, the offer is a solution, right? And the pitch is the price drop. So today we're gonna be talking about the offer and the pitch, because I think like the hook, you'll probably get that already, okay? So this is the offer, not the pitch. Let's talk about the offer and the packaging. And I feel like the thing that we're going to be offered to people, number one, it have to sound good, and it have to worth a lot of money to their eye, and it have to be within your ability and capacity to fulfill that, you know what I mean? You can't promise the sky when you can't fulfill the sky, you know what I mean? So it have to have that three factors, so just keep that in mind. Alright, when it comes to the offer, number one, it have to have a name. Just create a name. Like for us, we have like, our 3-step customer generation system. You can add your company name to make it sweet, it's like our Armstrong generation system. You could just come up with a name, bro, and it doesn't matter what. And if you don't like it, you change it after. It's not a big deal. But it's just like the way you just say it though. Just say it have to have a name. It have to have a unique name. It have to have a hard promise. Like we do 30 lead in 30-day guarantee. I would recommend that you do 20 or 25, just on the safe. So there's too hard. So what I'm giving you here is a structure. You have to come in here, sort out your own guarantee. I'm just telling you what we guarantee. So we guarantee like 30 lead in 30 days. And if we don't hit that on 30 days, we give the next month for free. And if you don't keep hitting that, we will refund your money. That's our guarantee. It's your business, it's your offer. You put whatever. But I recommend this is what I do. And then the third point, it has to have a logical bridge, which I'm going to talk about that. It has to have a name to make it sound spicy. It has to have a logical bridge, but with that, it should have like a spicy name. Basically, our offer is like this. We have 3 pillars. So this is our offer. The first thing is that, what we do is that we do broadcast and branding, and I name it like that because it's sort of rhyme. It starts with a B and B, broadcast and branding. You probably hear it already. What we do is that we're gonna help take control of the social media, and we're gonna market in your market area. It's exactly in the call. You probably hear it already. So that's our offer, broadcast and branding. And I even have a slide. So if you're not comfortable on your first go, you can use a slide. Only for like 5 or 10 minutes for the slide to show broadcast and branding. And then filtering and nurturing. Obviously this is my wording. You can use it. You can just change this to like Facebook ad and branding. I don't know, do what you want to do. Filtering and nurturing. And the way that I do it this way, it just sort of rhymes as well, you know what I mean? But I've been testing lately. I've been changing the second one from filtering to nurturing to like AI automation, which is the same shit, you know what I mean? It just go high level follow up. It's the same shit. It's just how you word it. It like, as I said to you, like, oh Rob, I'll send you some. What we do is that we just set up some SMS text for your lead. And I said, hey Rob, we're gonna set up an AI technology on your back end. Which one sounds more expensive? It's the same shit. So I've been testing, changing the second one to AI automation and learning software. I've been like sort of changing the second pillar a bit to make it spicy. So which is coming back here. The third logical point is that after the hard promise, one of the 3 pillars has to sound spicy, and the other 2 can be logical, you know what I mean? With broadcast and branding, I'm saying like every dollar is working for you. So like what we do is that we go under your Facebook brand and we advertise in your local area, and at the same time we capture leads for you. So that means every dollar is actually working for you instead of just doing it through a third party. Right, so AI software. So what we do is that we set up a follow-up on the back end, which is like doing the heavy lift. Every of this should have a so that. So I'm gonna do this so that, right, blah blah blah. And third is conversion and closing. So we're just gonna be jumping on a call with you every week to make sure everything gone smooth, and we give you like a tracking software, which is Highlevel again. If you're using Highlevel, it's just like I'm giving you a tracking software that knows how many opportunities coming in and all that stuff. You can use Google Sheet or Highlevel, but it just sounds cool. So that the reason why I'm at so that is that when you add a feature and a benefit, it's like so that you can do this, so that you can do that, so that every dollar is working for you, so that the AI is doing the follow-up. And the best part is that, right, so that's the entire packaging. So it's not so much packaging, it's like putting what you can do into a 3-step solution, so people find it more like this is exactly what I need. So one more thing that you should note of, like what you can add, and this is like when you get very experienced, like before you actually mention any of the 3 pillars, if you can add some of the pain point in there before that. Like for example, for the first one, like you said, broadcast and branding, right? But before you say that, you say, Mr. John, how you said you're just new to the market, so which is their pain point, and you should discover that in the call. So what we do is that we do broadcast and branding. So if you want to just add a little bit of their pain and a little bit of their desire in there, just make the offer very personalized. Right, so now let's come to the pitch. Right, the pitch is different from the offer. The pitch is the money, like how you should price the structure. But before the pitch, it should be the commitment. But I'll go through that in a thing. So you gotta be sound relaxed with this. I want you to practice before you go into the call. So the pitch is, so the investment to work with us for the next 6 months would be $6,800. And forget about what this is. I want you to start with your own pricing. So it would be, what I would recommend is 90 days for $2,997. Actually, this is in the call too. Anyway, I don't know what I have. $2,997 for 90 days offer with payment plan. So that means incentive them to pay for $2,997. I mean, the reason why you're only charging $500 from your old one is because there's no 3-step. There's no like a firm solution that they believe. So after you do the 3-step, it's not just saying, it's also checking that they believe it's gonna work for them. And if they believe it, $2,997 is nothing for 3 months. And this should not be including ad spend as well. Look, we're not in a, like, you can do that, and it will like take a lot of work. And this is like, this way, it's like high ticket sell. It will get you cash flow in a short amount of time. You can do like the ascendant thing, but like you need cash first, build that business. Because when you have the team, we have VA behind you, you can think about offer, $7 offer that can send people up, but you can't do that without a team, and you can't have a team without cash. This is cash upfront, cash flow. But that's a completely other topic that we can go over. But yeah, right now I'm working on something like that too, but I wouldn't be doing that when I first start my agency. Because when I have a fulfillment team, I have people behind me, I can do the ascendant and bring on more people, like $7 ebook, something like that. Get a team. Before you get a team, you need cash. Before you need cash, you need to learn how to do high ticket. This is high ticket. Anything is over $2,000 is high ticket. Right, so that's the offer. You probably need some homework on that. You can check that with me. You want to practice it before you go to the call, and then after that we'll go to the script.